Welcome back to Car Vibes, and today we are going to take a look at one of the most legendary cars in automotive history, the Volkswagen Beetle, a car that spanned from its origins in 1938 all the way through 2003, and for 2025 it continues to live in the hearts of enthusiasts as both a classic icon and a cultural symbol. The Beetle isn't just a car, it's a story of resilience, design simplicity, and global appeal. From its beginnings as a people's car in Germany to becoming a worldwide favorite that crossed continents and generations, the Beetle has a legacy unlike any other, and diving into it gives us a deeper appreciation for why it became one of the most beloved cars of all time. Looking first at the exterior, the Beetle is instantly recognizable with its rounded, bug-like shape. From the front, the car has always carried a smiling character thanks to the circular headlights that almost resemble a friendly face. The early models in the late 1930s and 1940s featured a very narrow body and small windows, while by the 1960s and beyond, the headlights became slightly more pronounced and the body slightly wider, but the car never lost its iconic silhouette. The sloping fenders, curved roofline, and compact size gave it a design that was both functional and full of personality. Chrome bumpers, simple grilles, and clean lines defined the Beetle's look for decades, making it easy to spot in a crowd of cars even today. From the side view, the proportions of the Beetle stand out with its short wheelbase, arched roof, and compact doors. It was never about being flashy but rather about being practical and approachable. The wide rear fenders gave it a bit of muscle, while the small, round hubcaps and steel wheels added to its simplicity. Over the years, minor design changes were introduced, such as larger windows in later models for better visibility, but the Beetle remained true to its form, a design consistency that is rare in the automotive world. At the back, the Beetle truly differentiated itself. With its rear engine layout, the trunk was actually in the front, and the engine was housed under the rear curved panel. The rear decklid often featured simple ventilation slats, and the taillights evolved from small round lights in the early years to larger oval shapes in the later models for safety. The back end carried the same rounded aesthetic as the front, completing the car's harmonious design. Even though it was small, every detail had a purpose, from cooling vents to simple chrome trim that emphasized practicality over extravagance. Stepping inside, the Beetle's interior was a lesson in minimalism. Early models came with the bare essentials, a simple dashboard with a speedometer, basic switches, and little else. Over the years, Volkswagen added small comforts such as better seats, heaters, and improved upholstery, but the core philosophy of keeping things simple and functional never changed. The upright seating position gave drivers good visibility, and the cabin, while compact, was cleverly designed to maximize space. In later years, especially toward the 1970s and 1980s, interiors saw more padding, safety updates, and slightly more modern touches, but the car never pretended to be luxurious. It was honest and straightforward, which is part of why people loved it. Performance was never the Beetle's strongest suit, but it was dependable. Powered by an air-cooled, rear-mounted flat-4 engine, it produced anywhere from about 25 horsepower in its early days to around 50 horsepower in later versions. It was not fast by any stretch, but it was durable, easy to maintain, and simple to repair, which made it a global success. The lightweight body and reliable engine meant it could take on long journeys without much fuss, and with the rear-wheel drive layout, it had surprising stability in different driving conditions. The Beetle was about getting you where you needed to go, not how fast you got there, and that became part of its charm. When it comes to price, the Beetle was one of the most affordable cars in the world during its production. In the mid-20th century, it was positioned as a true people's car, accessible to working families, students, and anyone needing a reliable vehicle. Even today, the Beetle remains one of the most accessible classics to collect, with early models commanding higher values but later ones still within reach for enthusiasts looking to own a piece of automotive history. For anyone considering the Beetle today, the suggestion is simple: if you value character, simplicity, and a connection to automotive history, this car delivers. It's not about performance or luxury, but about the joy of driving something that represents freedom and individuality. Its quirky personality, distinctive looks, and mechanical honesty make it an excellent car to preserve, collect, or even drive regularly for those who appreciate its timeless charm. In conclusion, the Volkswagen Beetle is far more than a car. It's a global icon that touched millions of lives from 1938 to 2003 and continues to be celebrated in 2025. With its unmistakable exterior, minimalist interior, reliable performance, and accessible pricing, it stands as one of the most influential and enduring designs in automotive history. Owning or even riding in a Beetle is like stepping into a rolling piece of culture, a reminder of a time when cars were about simplicity and joy. That's why the Beetle will forever be remembered as one of the greatest cars of all time, and here at Car Vibes, we'll keep celebrating legends like this for years to come.